evening, good morning, whatever you're working with. It's good to see you back.
Isn't this nice?
This is the That's Not Funny Comedy Podcast. We're two best and worst buds trying to bring a little bit of our life into your world.
Our juice into your mouth.
Ah! Oh, that was like a squirt gun.
You know, this is
You hit me with the Super Soaker tiny gun.
I did.
You remember how big
quick.
Super Soakers were?
Yeah.
God damn,
Yeah.
That was a good time to have a Super Soaker.
We just picked up some Tinker Toys.
Oh, that's nice.
We just picked up some Tinker Toys.
Nice.
And yeah, when you start to buy kids' toys, you realize how intensely like drug-like toys could be. You remember, you kind of get a flashback.
Sure. Yeah.
To
it's weird getting like as an adult getting a flashback to a kid's toy. Like I remember there was these tapes that you could read the book along to, like Lion King and shit.
Oh yeah.
Good times.
Oh yeah.
Hearing Pumbaa's voice once more.
Yeah, kid books. I had an interesting thing the other day where well, I mean, I guess first of all, maybe we should just say, you know,
this is the That's Not Funny Comedy Podcast, and we're not trying to be funny here. Comedy may occur, and that's up to you.
Wow,
that's what you described.
So sweet. You're so sweet.
Yeah, we're a team.
We're a team.
We're a team.
We're a team. Damn it.
TT, what was funny? What was not funny in your world this week?
What was not funny in my world this week? What was not funny? So this is something that is actually pretty funny for going from no music to music. It's an interesting change.
Yeah, no,
it's funny for some people and it's really not funny for others. When you run a business, wait,
this is your Suna though.
And
are you diving into your Suna right now?
I literally am, yeah. I think that's okay though.
That's fine.
Right?
I guess
yeah?
you can, you can do whatever you want.
When you have 3 payrolls in 1 month, it's pretty financially devastating.
See, as an employee, you're like, yo, it's one of those weird months where I get paid 3 times.
Yeah.
Where I get to have some for me, not just some for the big guy.
And here's the nice thing. So for it's nice. It's nice. Yeah. Like you're like, wow, I get like an extra, $1,500, $2,000 this month. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But then
employee,
as an employer, you're like, I lose an extra $25,000, $30,000.
Right.
And so it's, the fractions add up.
Yeah.
And
no, that's a problem
it's a pretty big problem. So it's not funny. It's not funny.
Yeah. Because you're not making your budget based on every 2 weeks. You're making it month by month.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Folks.
So that's ugly.
It's a real hellscape being a king in a castle.
It is.
This
guy.
No. This guy.
Oh no.
His kids are gonna get that. His kid's gonna get that less many Tinker Toys.
We do have a ridiculous amount of magnet
you have
tiles.
more than you could ever use.
Magnet tiles.
Yeah.
Not Tinker Toys. We just got our first Tinker Toys.
You goddamn tyrant.
I buy cheap. I probably buy
your
lead-filled.
Your son is eating somebody else's son's ability to a good education. I don't know. Moving on.
Build a business, Put bootstraps, I was born to an Anglo-Saxon white Christian family in an affluent area, but I can calmly say I know it's really hard.
You're persona non grata by today's standards.
Absolutely.
How about all these companies rolling back the DEI stuff? That's pretty funny.
What is that?
The diversity, equity, and inclusion.
They're rolling it back.
They're rolling it all back, like Ford, Apple, Microsoft. They're all like, yeah, that's not like necessary anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, at least that's what the headlines would say. So, I mean, we're in an election year. Who knows? Shit's crazy. Like, that could not even be true.
I mean, is it bad for me to say that's like okay?
I mean, if you want to have a successful podcast, which I do, you can't say that.
Really?
Yeah. So we probably should stop this and restart.
Delete it and restart.
Folks, it's only 5 minutes, so
it's only 5 minutes in. Ooh.
We're not.
Make some quick decisions.
We're getting up to speed.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not against diversity and inclusion. I guess I'm a little bit against like
the perfunctory diversity.
Exactly. Like corporate.
Yeah.
The corporate.
Well,
version,
because it's
like,
all about protecting yourself rather than actually.
Yeah. It's literally all liability.
A principled employer.
Our entire the whole thing we've got these days is it's all just liability. It's everything's just liability.
They're poisoning the food. Okay. You literally can't trust any elected official, no matter what. I mean, I honestly do, and I know everybody says this, but I really do feel like we are on the edge of a collapse. Like it does. I more and more. I'm just very fearful in a very
it's funny
cognizant way
that you say that, because we were driving through Aberdeen, and on the way into
That's
Aberdeen.
a sad time.
On the way in through Aberdeen, I was like,
ex-logging town.
You know, it's so interesting, the illusion of dystopia here, because this is a functional community, and they're doing, look at the lumber yards.
They're doing plenty of meth. They're doing plenty of meth.
I don't feel like they're not doing that much ketamine.
Yeah,
I feel like they're just doing a lot of meth.
Yeah, meth. They're also doing the fentanyl.
Some good fentanyl. But on the way back, I was like, maybe it's not an illusion. Is America dying?
Oh my gosh,
and
dude! It
what
feels like
what I was thinking about is like, okay, how much does it cost to put up a building? Okay, this much. How much does it cost to tear down a building and put up a new building and put it up with today's standards? I think it costs a lot more.
Yeah.
I think it costs a lot more. And I was just like, I thought about it and I was like, extrapolating that onto all the infrastructure. Is it more expensive to like fix all of our electrical? And then at the same time, you've got like, I don't know, there's just, are we dying?
I think we might be. I mean, we gotta get the Chinese over here because they can build an entire hospital in 24 hours.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that the hospital's like it was like a fun house though. Like they built it, but nobody did anybody take a tour of that hospital? Is it a functioning hospital or was it just an art project?
Do you remember from Arrested Development the scene where they go into they build a show house?
Yeah.
And like the wall just collapses. Yeah. So it could have been that.
Classic.
I don't know. I didn't see any tours. What wasn't funny for you this week?
Wasn't funny for me this week. I feel like this week I've had a lot of like, folks, do you ever get weird about people that have power or perceived power over you? For me, this has always been a thing. I don't know if it's because it could be low self-worth, could be general anxiety, could be perceived sexual vulnerability. No, I always feel, and I've always felt, sometimes certain people that are like have been bosses or people that I look up to or whatever, I get so in my head to the point where I'm not interacting, I'm just observing. One thing that I do is I literally will be self-conscious about my lips. When somebody's talking, I'll actually be self-conscious about my lips, and I will think to myself, my lips are open a little bit and I'm listening to them. Should I close my lips all the way? Or should I...
You literally can't even hear what they're saying, basically.
Because I'm thinking about my lips. This has happened literally 20 plus times in my life.
Wow.
Where I don't... And I need to record myself and I need to make a decision. And I kind of already have. I'm going to go lips closed. But lips...
Look at me. And do lips open.
Okay, I'm doing... Talk to me, though. Like, talk to me about something that I would be...
So, Jeff, I'm wondering about the progress report on the 042...
Okay, is that... Oh, yeah. Are those lips okay?
I'm wondering about the 042 location. Those are not okay.
No, fuck! Okay, I think
Those are not okay.
Okay, no, I think I've made the decision.
I'm 100% kidding.
Wait, really?
Yeah, those
you
look
can't mess with me like that.
But I have to.
I think I've determined my lips have to be closed.
Okay, now do it again.
Okay.
Jeff, I'm wondering about progress reports from...
Be honest with me, bro. This is a big thing I need to explore.
Here's the thing. And they don't give a fuck.
I'm so focused on my lips.
Yeah,
and
they just want to know about the progress report from the 0428 location.
No, sometimes I get so in my head about just wanting things to be perfect, wanting things to be perceived. I just saw this comedian that I like the other day at Tacoma Comedy Club. But this is also a comedian that I talked to in New York. I tried to pitch, our podcast, trying to, pitch.
Which comedian?
Luis J. Gomez. I tried to pitch getting him to be a consultant for us. I was like, even if it's like $300 for 30 minutes of your time, I'd love to just like meet with you, see if you could like help us, improve upon certain things, kind of, glean from your experience. And he was like, I'm super drunk right now, but hit me up on socials and let's connect. And I was like, fuck yeah. So I hit him up on socials, didn't get back to me. I try, because on Instagram you can send a message and the person has to accept it. So if you don't get an accept, then you can't message him again.
Oh.
Which makes sense, but
you get one shot.
And
I like that they give you one shot.
He never got back to me, and so I was thinking about bringing it up. when I saw him at the comedy show, and it was almost to the point where I was like, what am I gonna say to him? It has to be perfect, to the point where I couldn't even really enjoy the comedy show because I was just thinking about my approach afterwards. I literally was gonna write him a letter, but then I didn't write the letter, and I was upset with myself for not writing the letter. And then Roxanne, I love the girl from Roxanne. I was like, a letter would have been weird.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, they'd just be like bullet points. I was gonna like maybe link to like Forgot About Crane. Be like, we're funny. You're like, you want to fuck with us, you know?
No, okay, I can see. The right kind of letter wouldn't be weird.
Yeah. And so I thought about a punch up for one of his jokes. And so I told it to him. And then he was like, Louis J. Gomez, if you ever do watch this, I'm gonna ruin one of your jokes here. He was talking about how his son is at the age where he starts masturbating now, and so he'll find little like leavings of his son's evidence that he's been masturbating. So it's a game of Clue. His son James in the living room with the throw pillow. He's like, it's a game of Clue that ends up in a game of Sorry. And I was like, that's funny. You should say something about shoots and splatters.
Oh.
And then he was like, that's cute. And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, yeah, that was good. And then as I was like walking away a little bit, he's like, oh, shoots and splatters. He was like, not bad. And then I wanted to be like, I met you in New York, and then you said that I could reach out to you, and then you never reached. I was like, I don't know what to. So I just disconnect. I was like, I'm not gonna push it. Maybe he'll use shoots and splatters. Okay. Maybe this will come back.
You know what, Jay? I've got this figured out for you. Have you ever watched the show You?
Of course, yeah.
You should just start killing people.
Oh, I need to kill people rather than have anxiety about people that have perceived power over me, like my boss
kill all
or
the people that
super
have perceived power
famous
over
comedians.
You. That's the answer, man. Because you get all the power back.
Oh,
literally
I need
every
to
drop
murder.
of power. You literally should.
Okay,
be a
so folks,
killer.
I'm gonna start like doing some violent things. That way, I know secretly that I could just
have all the power.
Retain all the power.
Retain all the power.
And I think maybe that could be. Thank you, dude.
Like literally, I'm not even kidding. Like that is one avenue of
anything that can help me not focus on my lips.
Yeah.
Because the lips stress
ketamine, man,
is really, really stressful.
We still got to do.
So folks, just try to think about if power dynamics are crippling to you, because they're literally crippling to me. I just want to be good enough. I literally just want to be good enough. I feel like
you should try an anxiety med. That seems like a really, really solid plan.
Yeah, but I feel like I would be addicted to anxiety meds.
Not benzos. Doctors don't do benzos.
I don't want a fucking anxiety med that like is gonna not be acute. I already tried one with the guanfacine, and it made me literally want to do the big S. So I'm like,
that's
I can't.
One other way.
I can't afford to.
S.
Yeah, I can't afford to.
Try Buspirone, bro.
No, you've literally gone on and off Buspirone and said it's been horrible like 4 different times.
No, I didn't say it was horrible. I just said I thought it was like muting some of my passion stuff. I didn't say that it was horrible.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was horrible.
I need to ride the Busby bus.
Literally just try the Busby bus.
Yeah.
All it's gonna do, the only like bad side effects when you're starting it are you're more tired for like 2 weeks.
I'm already so tired.
I know. Just do for the ramp up. Do it like half in the morning and then a whole one at night, and do that for a while.
We should have a segment, since you're like TT, you're an enthusiast of drugs and things. We should have a segment where people call in and you literally just prescribe them a thing they should try.
Just illegally prescribe. Just get like 40 criminal charges.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
I'm totally down.
That would be fun. I mean, you don't have to provide it to them. You're just giving them guidance.
Well, no, I can just say I'm not a doctor. Don't take my advice.
Exactly.
But it's
and I don't. I learned that like 10 years ago.
I'm not a doctor, but here's something you should take.
There we go.
Yeah.
And that brings us to our next segment here, folks, because we've got some news here for you, and we're not a news show, but here's something that you should know. This is you, big boy.
Oh God! Sometimes I get the good ones. Oh, she's not going to be kind to you.
She's not. Oh my gosh, that was so sad. Why did she do that? Oh God!
Indiana man tried to poison wife's Coke with drugs so he could have sex with stepdaughter. Court papers say. Ouch! Right. That is an ugly one. That's not the one that you read and have a lot of faith left in humanity.
Yeah.
Alfred W. Ruff, 71.
Go. Okay, that's funny. It's literally rough.
It's rough.
That's kind of a
and he's 71, so the stepdaughter's probably like 45.
Yeah. Okay.
So the question
Hopefully
is,
she's 45 and not 425.
425.
All right.
An Indiana man who admitted he spiked his wife's Coca-Cola with cocaine. Wait. Oh, and other drugs. Okay. Huh. Why would you pick cocaine? Like, I guess.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to go for like a consenting thing, you go with Molly. Right.
You don't want to start
you're gonna go with anything
business
else,
with this young gal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then you go with like GHB or like, there's all these.
Okay, but like this is him.
Wow.
So he's not making the best judgments, and including dyeing his hair. Is that what's going to hold on to the youth?
That is not.
You
what's gonna
dyeing
hold
your
on to
hair
the youth.
jet black, sir?
Once you have the full, this one all the way from the nose all the way down.
Oh, the the nasolabial folds,
and then also this one from the mouth down. Yeah, it's gone. Your youth is officially
the folds
left.
up here are bad. Yeah,
it's gone. Alfred W. Ruff, 71, pled guilty Monday to aggravated assault. So pleaded guilty? How is it not pled?
I think it's pleaded. I mean,
pleaded pants. Okay, pleaded guilty Monday to aggravated battery posing a risk of death. A charge of conspiracy to commit murder was dismissed as part of a plea deal, court documents say. Authorities began investigating the case in 2022 after Ruff's wife, Elisa Bishop, told police conducting a welfare check at their Richmond home that she had been hospitalized several times and believed Ruff was trying to kill her, a probable cause affidavit says. Ruff came clean to his wife and confessed because he felt bad, the affidavit alleges. That's one
of those things where it's like you're now
feel bad first or don't feel bad.
Yeah, because now you're almost worse because now you're like trying to absolve yourself. Where it's like at least I told her.
Bishop gave officers a pill bottle containing a white powdery substance. Told them that Ruff had been putting the powder into her drinks without her knowledge, the filing says. Bishop also gave officers a Coke can she drank out of and cut open. At the bottom was the powdery substance, according to the affidavit. Bishop, man, you gotta love thinking about like slowly finding out about something like this. Like she suspected.
There were signs for sure.
She suspected before she like it all unraveled. Yeah. And so this was
my Coke that you bought me earlier tasted really weird.
Yeah,
to the point where we even put it in a glass because it tasted so strange.
And you're feeling extra sleepy now, aren't you?
I am.
Where's your stepdaughter?
You're gonna fuck my nasolabial folds.
Jesus. Bishop was taken to a hospital where she tested positive for cocaine, MDMA. Okay, so he was commonly known as Molly or ecstasy, and benzodiazepine. Honestly, this sounds like a pretty good weekend. Yeah.
Aside from all
cocaine, MDMA, and benzos, that seems like
violent assault. But
the affidavit, I don't think he did a violent assault.
Well, let's get into it.
Okay, the affidavit says she denied using drugs. See, and let's see where this goes. An attorney for Ruff said that the pair had a volatile marriage and that Bishop had run Ruff over with a car and beat him bloody about a year before his arrest. Okay,
beat him bloody.
Beat him bloody. The probable
you don't take a beverage from somebody you've beat bloody. Yeah. At that point, get up off the couch
and hit. And
I'd say get your own cola.
Why were these guys still together? You don't.
Well, love is complicated.
She wasn't prosecuted. Maybe none of this would have happened if some prosecutorial action had been taken when she did those things. Wow, so this is his defense attorney. Attorney John L. Tompkins said Wednesday, it was a mutually destructive relationship, and it's just unfortunate. And what she did to him doesn't excuse what he did.
John L. Tompkins is not the worst lawyer. He's definitely he's got a law office right next to a Great Clips in a plaza. But he's actually a decent lawyer.
He's an okay lawyer, yeah.
But he does have the Great Clips right next to him.
The affidavit alleges Ruff told detectives that his wife's daughter from a previous relationship would give him a white powdery substance to put in Bishop's drink.
Okay.
Alfred stated that the substance would then make Lisa go to sleep for approximately 13 hours or so, it says. Alfred stated that he would do this
just sounds like a restful
to
time.
Eventually kill Lisa. This affidavit says the daughter and her friend would call him and tell him to give the substance to Lisa. The daughter and her friend would then come to the house and give Bishop more of an unknown substance. Ruff told investigators he was in a sexual relationship with the daughter and the friend, the affidavit. I mean,
So he's dyeing the hair for the daughter.
Who's
He's like, we can go out to the movies and you don't have to be embarrassed. I literally look 34.
Who's in the wrong here?
I'm
trying
to figure out what's going on.
Right? Okay. So Ruff alleged that the daughter mentioned a life insurance policy Bishop had and instructed him to get mom out of the picture. The filing says the daughter's friend is alleged to have hinted at wanting to marry him after they took care of Lisa.
Oh, that's sweet.
According to Tompkins, the daughter has denied being involved in the attempted poisoning. Ruff told authorities he gave Bishop the powdery substance about 12 times from the beginning of September 2021 to the end of December 2021.
That's a lot. That's like once a week.
That is once a week. Ruff said he took his wife to the hospital about 6 times because of...
I'm worried about her, Doc.
Oh, my God.
Doc, I'm worried.
According to the affidavit, Bishop told police that she had been suffering from headaches, drowsiness, and lightheadedness, but did not know what was wrong with her, the filing says. In one incident, Bishop said she felt she was going to pass out and cut open a can of Coke she had drunk from. When she saw the powdery substance at the bottom, she confronted Ruff, who admitted drugging her, the filing alleges.
All right. You got me.
Why do you... So, literally, he probably wouldn't have gotten caught if he didn't admit it.
Yeah, I would just say, oh, my God. These guys sound like hillbillies. You say, we gotta sue Coke. I'm going to talk to an attorney. I'm going to talk to my attorney outside of the Great Clips.
Hillbillies don't sue Coke. I'm sorry.
Hillbillies don't sue Coke?
Hillbillies don't sue Coke.
They definitely damn well explore the idea of it.
Hillbillies die for Coke.
No.
Hillbillies are so brand aligned with Coke.
I would sue Coke if I was a hillbilly.
Yeah, well, you're not a fucking hillbilly.
Well, my fucking family was. Every time I see a person with meth voice at the gas station, I'm like, you would probably be friends with my mom. Yeah. No,
Mama,
literally.
Is that you?
I'm like, you would get along very well with my mom and her entire family.
What's your favorite white trash snack?
Oh God, Vienna sausages.
Oh, okay,
with
cool,
chicken and a biscuit crackers.
Don't
ever ask me about white trashness.
Are there any recipes though that really
tuna casserole
with peas?
Don't question my white trash.
Okay, mine, because I also am half.
You're full white trash.
I am.
You don't come on.
Yeah.
Do we want to show people your yard?
I put on some lipstick. Wait, my yard. Well, my front yard is okay.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, as you get further towards my domain.
I like how you built a nice patio and now you've white trashed up your nice patio.
How did I white trash up the patio?
Oh, just with weird things laying all over it.
Oh, what? Like a nice patio furniture? This is real, folks. This is going down right now. What did I do to my patio?
I don't know. We had a nice patio, and then I came and there's like sheets of metal all over your wicker patio set or something today.
Son of a bitch.
What is it? What is going on?
It's not sheets of metal. Those are the cushions. We put them up when it rains.
No, those are no cushions, sir. There's something going on over there that's extra. I was gonna say extramarital, but that's how salacious it is.
That's how salacious
it is. Listen, I struck a nerve.
He hurt me. I was pretty proud of that patio.
No, the patio looks great.
Okay.
The patio looks great.
Keep going.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to right now go enjoy the furniture, you would have to do some rearranging.
Yeah, you would. I'll admit that.
And everybody from the road can see that and judge you.
Alfred kept going back and forth about what his intentions were. My favorite white trash meal is baked beans and mayonnaise on white bread.
Or on a hot dog bun.
Or on a hot dog bun. Actually, my favorite white trash, and this is my own invention, so it really is coming from a place of truth. Is
I know what you're gonna say. Wait, let me say it. Potato salad inside of a hot dog bun.
Yep.
Come on.
And you want to know the best part?
What is that?
I add more mayonnaise.
Oh, god damn.
And you want to know an even better part?
What?
I had more mayonnaise underneath the potato salad and on top of the potato salad. Folks,
that is a lot.
If I die under mysterious circumstances, it's mayonnaise.
It's mayonnaise, yeah. Oh, you shouldn't be eating all those seed oils, big guy.
Yeah.
I guess seed oils is like a big
is it a big
talking
new
point
thing? Okay.
Yeah.
It's too late for me.
Wow.
Alfred kept going. I can't change. There's a lot of things in my life
I'll give you
change.
some seed oil. Hey, sorry about all that patio stuff. I was just trying to be authentic with the folks.
No, it's true. If it's true, it's true.
I got it.
I am absolute fucking trash.
Well, you said half, and then I was like, that does not do.
Can I wait? Can I get 80-20?
I will say 20% of you desperately is trying to deny your nature.
Wow.
I mean, I'll give you that.
20% of me, though, is like this highly educated, like very intellectual,
You have an associate's degree. And I don't. I'm not saying.
Thank you for owning that.
I don't. You're so highly educated.
But I do a lot of reading.
Yeah, listen. I would say you are.
You're not going to give me 80-20.
I would say you're a scholar for your own entertainment. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll
take that.
And that's
But I want 80-20. You can't give me 80-20.
I will give you 80-20.
I don't want you to give it to me dishonestly.
I'm not.
Lying.
No, because here's the thing. You try and be a good parent. You try and be a good parent.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
You try and be a good parent, and you actually seem to, whether it's selfish or not, you try to. Well, I guess Southern hospitality. Those people do take care of each other.
They do.
I'll give you 80-20 based on the fact that I think you try and be a good parent. And I'll
so none of the intellectual shit adds. It's all.
No, I will. Oh, but a lot of you do so many drugs, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
lately though.
But lately, yeah. I mean, you're trying to deny your nature.
But that's me trying to deny my nature.
Yeah. What happened this
check
week?
in 5 years. Yeah. What happened? Oh
yeah.
God.
No, I think 80-20 is fair. My linchpin right now is the fatherness. The fatherness. But there's
okay.
This guy reads. This guy, listen. Can you describe a black hole for the folks?
I mean, sure.
And we're gonna see how scholarly you are.
It's just essentially gravity reaches a point in an object where it compresses down to a singularity.
Okay.
More or less.
What about dark matter?
Dark matter's weird and we don't really understand it, but dark matter is the theory is in existence because of the way that the universe is expanding.
Yeah. Okay.
So like because the universe is continually expanding, there has to be something there that's causing that, like gravity or force, and so dark matter's kind of our like half-assed explanation for why the universe isn't contracting. Okay. Because gravity would work to pull everything back together, but it is not. And so they're like kind of is an argument about whether like there's continued expansion from the force of the explosion, the Big Bang, right? Like there's an explosive moment. A lot of really interesting stuff right now about a theory that I had, which is the potential that black holes actually are Big Bangs. So when a singularity occurs in a black hole, it actually starts a new universe, and it's essentially like the one wormhole between the two universes. So
this guy's shooting for 25%. This guy's shooting so hard for 25% right now.
This is that shit that I love, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen, that's I feel like you went hard. Because I'm not going to ask you about aliens, because that's white trash shit. But I'm asking you about actual.
I'll talk about aliens.
I'm talking about cosmos, and you're able to chop it up about cosmos.
Oh,
that's what I like about
cosmos.
You.
Let's talk about neutron spaghetti, folks.
Well, one other thing that I couldn't even conceive of. I mean, I've got black hole, dark matter. Like, what's something that even the folks wouldn't know, like terminology wise? Like
probably neutron pasta.
3, is that right?
Yeah, neutron pasta.
Because I know neutron star.
So like the closest thing that you can get to like the densest matter.
You got 30 seconds.
The densest matter in the universe is pretty much neutron pasta. So it's
and that's real. Like you would say that to like a PhD, and they'd be like,
it's literally called neutron pasta. Yeah, and they literally even have different varieties of it that they call like spaghetti, rigatoni. It's hilarious.
Okay,
it's
that's
fucked up.
really
Anyways,
funny.
Neutron pasta, basically what happens is there's so much gravity, it doesn't reach the point where it can achieve a singularity for like a black hole, but what it does achieve is like, how an atom has like ass loads of space, like you're like this whole big thing, right? But actually you're just like almost nothing.
Okay.
Right? So like all of that space goes away with neutron pasta. All that's left is like the densest freaking matrix of actual atoms pushed together. And so like it is an object that has no space inside of it.
Okay.
So it's basically the densest thing between quarks matter. It's the densest thing. It's the densest thing that can be in the universe other than a black hole singularity. It happens inside of neutron stars. Neutron stars are wild as hell. They can be like super massive, but be like.
I didn't ask. People know neutron stars. You were good with neutron spaghetti, but now you're going back to things people know.
Sure.
So you're listen. Hey, I'll give you 27%.
27. I earned another 2.
Good doing business with you.
Okay.
You really fought for your right to party there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this guy's got something going on. He's
Alfred kept going back and forth about his intentions. We're forgiving his wife the substance. It says he would state that he knew it would kill his wife, but then Alfred would explain that he would give his wife the substance just to make her pass out so the other 2 females could come over and he could have sex with them. I mean, man, that's tough. He was 71.
Yeah.
He's
9 years from his kill
9
years.
years from his kill years, but if you're in bad health, 70 can be your kill years.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely an index.
Okay, and here's what I'll say.
Weighted index.
Here's what I'll say. If the kill years involve having sex with 2 younger women, I feel like there's a leniency there.
But you really think so?
Yeah.
For folks that don't know the kill years, it's below 10, above 80. And we're not saying that you can kill, but we've combed through a lot of data here, folks, and we've empirically discovered that
you can't always kill. We're not saying you should
kill.
You
should, yeah. You can. You're always capable. Below 10, above 80, in the eyes of the law, you're pretty much Gucci. Yeah. We found those are your kill years. Below 10, above 80.
Yeah.
So he's closer to 80 than he's not. But
if you have any systemic ailments that are gonna really you need to kill before 10.
Right. If your metabolic age is 80, then and you can prove that in a court of law.
Then
get a good naturopathy.
No, you're gonna get way better sentencing. And if you do get large sentencing, it doesn't matter as much because okay, let's say you're like let's say you're 1 in 100 and you live to 95. I don't know how long people really live, actually.
I think people are living
195, 190.
I think people are living to be like 75, 80.
Okay.
Something like that.
Man, that's pretty cozy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cozy.
But then when you realize that you're like, oh, I'm about halfway through everything, even though I'm in my 30s.
I mean, well, if that's 75, 80, we're not halfway through.
Yeah,
we're only
I guess.
a third of the way
but
through.
I mean, well.
And I don't even count. I barely remember before 10. So 10, I feel like I have
10 doesn't even exist.
Yeah, pre-10 doesn't even exist. But yeah, I don't know. I just think
76.
Oh, the mean age.
So we're at 76.
Okay.
UK doing good work over there at 80.
Wow.
UK fucking cleaning up.
Is that are those the highest?
I believe so.
Folks, we got some other news here for you. We like to report on what's safe and what's not safe to eat.
Yeah, bugs, mold, and mildew found in Boar's Head plant linked to deadly listeria outbreak. I want to know what listeria is because recently, cream cheese has had listeria outbreak. There was a cashew milk from Silk Company that had listeria outbreak.
Listeria sounds like a hooker that I would really want to have sex with.
Sure, okay, I can see it.
Listeria sounds like a hot
right,
chick.
and she would also kill you.
Yeah.
So there was a Tacoma ice cream company that didn't clean out their soft serve machine enough, and they gave some folks listeria and they died.
I remember that.
Yeah, I don't want listeria, but I like dairy, so it's like I don't know what to do. And I like Boar's Head. This is deeply concerning to me, folks, because as you may or may not know, I work next to a Safeway, and I always get a breakfast burrito. And recently, I've been getting a breakfast burrito bowl, which is nice, trying to cut back on the carbs. Ayo, the lovely folks over there, I've broken them down. They're on my side now. They used to hate me.
Did they know? Oh, you've broken them down?
Well, I just am always very considerate. I never asked to pay there, even though I'd like
her
to.
Tongue out over your food?
No, folks. So some of the OGs, there was a lady that she was possessed by the devil. She was a goddamn serpent every time she was making my burrito, and her tongue. She'd be like, when somebody sticks their tongue out when they're trying to hit a nail on a hammer, she would stick her tongue out trying to roll my burrito and make my burrito. And one time she had the sauce and she was going like this, like the sauce, like a goddamn sauce alchemist bartender. And she did a weird thing with her tongue and her hand were moving. She couldn't walk and chew gum. Her tongue and hand were doing the same motion over my burrito. It was horrible.
That does feel like.
But anyway, all the meats there are Boar's Head, and I've always told myself, I feel like Boar's Head's pretty good quality. It's not Oscar Mayer. It's deli counter shit.
Here's what I want to say. This kind of thing is any manufacturer, any service provider's worst nightmare. When you have something that brings inspection in play. Nobody's up to par, folks.
No, it's true.
Nobody.
I've kind of been thinking about that. I'm like, don't eat anywhere, actually.
Yeah, don't
only
eat
make your own
anywhere.
food.
Restaurants?
I believe actually just make only your own food.
Restaurants are hellscapes.
Right.
Absolutely. If you've been in a kitchen at a restaurant, you understand deeply that they don't give
a shit about anything other than making money.
Of a shit.
Literally.
They will do anything.
Well, and especially, so maybe the owners got a little bit of obligation because they're they got a fiduciary responsibility to themselves to make sure that their restaurant's not going to get any flags. But the person that's making $1.10 above minimum wage, who's slammed, I'm sorry, they're going to literally touch their genitals. And then, in a moment of hurry, because it itches, and then continue making your Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, the heat will take care of it.
You have eaten taint sweat.
You've eaten taint sweat.
I
and
have
you
eaten
liked
taint
it.
Sweat. Yeah.
And you liked it.
Why is this? This seems a little extra salty today. I kind of like that. Do you think they use pink Himalayan today?
Bugs, mold, and mildew found in Boar's Head plant linked to deadly listeria outbreak. Let's get into it. Inspectors turned up dozens of violations at a Boar's Head plant in Virginia, now linked to a nationwide recall of deli meats, according to new records released by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, including mold, mildew, and insects repeatedly found throughout the site. Honestly,
how do you keep insects out? How are you even supposed to?
Yeah, I was gonna say insects. I can
fair.
kind of. There's an insect. Yeah, that's literally extra protein. But mold and mildew, that's where I have I've got.
There's a really good chance he's not going to eat those breakfast burritos anymore.
I will
request.
Well, I checked. It's not in Washington yet. Okay. It's not in Washington yet. So last month, Boar's Head recalled all of the deli meats made in its plant in Jarrett, Virginia, after a listeria outbreak was blamed on products distributed from the facility. The outbreak has grown to 57 hospitalizations in 18 states linked to recalled products from the plant. At least 9 deaths have been reported. There's blood on that Boar's Head.
There's blood on that
including 2 in South Carolina and 1 in Illinois, New Jersey, Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, New Mexico, and New York. Quote, this is the largest listeriosis outbreak since the 2011 outbreak linked to cantaloupe.
That's just cute. I like that a lot. I vaguely remember it, too.
That's really funny.
I vaguely remember it.
Isn't that funny when you're like so niched into a job, you're like, this is worse than the 2011 cantaloupe. So samples from unopened products distributed from the Boar's Head plant were found by authorities in multiple states to be contaminated with the bacteria Listeria monocytogenes. Genetic sequencing linked the bacteria from the products to the strain driving the outbreak. People are urged to double check their fridges for recalled meats and to clean any surfaces that might have touched them. So
1, I need to check my fridge. 2,
well, we're good. We're good. This is Midwest and East Coast.
You used to be so chill. It was like a bunch of people died, something bad happened, but now they're like, we checked the DNA of the bacteria, and it actually
we did some
matches,
sequencing. We did some reverse sequencing.
Matches your Boar's Head.
Yeah,
so.
It seems one of your workers touched their taint.
They had a listerated
Dexteria. Records released by the USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service to CBS News through a Freedom of Information Act request tally 69 records of, quote, non-compliances flagged by inspectors over the past year at the Jarrett plant. While the service is ultimately responsible for overseeing day-to-day operations of the plant, a spokesperson for the agency said Thursday it was relying on staff from Virginia, not USDA employees, to man the site. Are you getting sleepy?
Me?
Are you getting sleepy?
What did I do?
Did you yawn?
No.
Oh, maybe I'm hearing things.
The agency is now working with the state to ensure the establishment has an effective system in place to produce safe food for the public. Maybe I yawned. I don't know.
FSIS has suspended inspection at the Boar's Head establishment in Jarrett, Virginia, which means that it remains closed until the establishment is able to demonstrate it can produce safe product. An FSIS spokesperson said in a statement. It's unclear whether Boar's Head will face any penalties by the USDA for the repeat issues.
But wait, how can they not face any penalty? Oh, maybe they're going to get sued by all the people for, like, killing them, but...
I'm not even sure. The agency spokesperson said the Boar's Head, quote, implemented corrective actions in keeping the FSIS regulations. So they tried their best. Folks, if you try your best, what's the problem?
Regrets the impact of the recall and said that food safety is their absolute priority. You just can't, like, you can say that, but nobody believes you.
Yeah, no,
nobody believes you.
During this time, we've partnered with the industry's leading global food safety experts to conduct a rigorous investigation to get to the bottom of the events leading to this recall.
It's mold and mildew. There's not, and maybe the bugs, but calm down about the bugs.
Yeah, we got mold and mildew in the building. Mold and mildew around the hand washing sinks. Okay. For the workers tasked with meats that are supposed to be ready to eat. Mold building up outside the steel vats used by the plant. Well, that's kind of not great. A black mold like substance was seen throughout the room at the wall/concrete junction, as well as some caulking around brick and metal. This is the East Coast, folks. These are old buildings.
Yeah.
This is a building where John Adams got a HJ. I mean, there's probably old cum too. I mean, that's just patriotic.
It's part of the process.
The employee, after inspectors flagged one of the leaks to the company, workers tried to.
How about Spore's head?
That's nice.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Heyo.
The employee wiped a third time, and the leaks returned within 10 seconds. Inspectors wrote after one condensation issue was raised on July 27th. Near fans, it looked to be blowing the liquid onto uncovered deli meats.
We've got a comment here. Lithic says 69 records of non-compliance has to be the title of a sex tape somewhere.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's really good. Thank you, Lithic.
Yeah, that's good. Lithics, what up? I don't think we've seen you around these parts.
I don't think so. It's nice to have you.
Yeah, I feel like non-compliance, though. I mean, and that's definitely some, what is a consensual non-consent?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely some CNC there, I'd say.
CNC.
We got Caleb Wright. Caleb just had a baby today.
Gosh.
Oh, is that Caleb? Papa James Caleb? Is that right? One of the Calebs?
No. Caleb Bryant is an old.
Is a homie?
It's through Will.
Okay, yeah. Well, Caleb, I don't think I remember seeing your name, but good on you. What's the little fella called, or little gal?
Yeah,
we do read the comments.
We do. We're just a little slow sometimes when we're.
What is this called? Two virgin dildos on a mic?
Oh, Paul Peters.
God
I bet
damn.
these two guys go in their mother's basement and play circle jerk. I bet these guys jerk off to horror movies. We do jerk off to horror movies.
I mean, what's the problem?
Yeah.
You got to have a little bit of the ante being
Dude,
upped.
if you've been, I don't know about
I
you,
hope
Paul
his name
Peters.
is Paul Peters, because that's a very phallic name.
It is, yeah. I don't know if you have a lot of experience with masturbating, Paul, but like when you've done it for long enough, you know, when one guy loves his penis a lot, it gets old.
Oh my gosh,
it gets old.
I mean, think about like when you were first exposed to pornography. Just one breast would do a lot for you, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, like
I got ruined.
Yeah.
Because I found
all the kids are ruined.
So,
everybody thinks that they should be spitting into each other's mouths, and it's just not. Not typical.
When I was 9, I got into my grandpa's Hustler stash, and like when you're 9, you're supposed to see like. You know, like a single tit.
Yeah.
You're supposed to see
like a literal.
You're not supposed to see
a literal
gaped vaginas at 9.
Absolutely.
And
no, the first time I saw a pussy, it scared me.
Yeah, it
literally scared me.
It was an acceleration. So now, yeah, we jerk off to horror movies. Do you have a problem with that?
I mean, what would be the best
and
worst
jerk off
horror
to?
movie to jerk off to?
For me.
I would think the Freddy one, the Nightmare on Elm Street, because I don't want my dick to get lacerations.
Oh, that's good.
I would want to jerk off, but I would have the blades for hands.
The best and worst.
So that's kind of a problem for me.
Witch is probably a good one. There's like a pretty hot chick in there, but she's like psychotic as shit. And a bunch of
is that a horror
happening.
movie though?
Witch, yeah, Vitch.
Okay, yeah.
Like the double V witch.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good one for me. What else? Hereditary during. Oh, you know what? It's probably Midsommar would be the best and worst.
Okay,
because it's
you want to jerk off to the when they're all splayed out, when their skin's all splayed out.
Yeah, you caught me.
That's what you want.
That's Paul. You got to push the envelope.
Yeah, Paul.
Man.
Let us know what if any.
What's your best cum?
Yeah,
you know?
We talk about new cum.
Paul,
here
can you give us your best cum?
And fellas and ladies, you know the new cum where you're like, damn. I guess I'm into that.
I guess I'm into that.
When you new cum and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna dog ear that, and I'm gonna come back to that later.
I used to jerk off at church a lot, and that was a pretty good cum.
One time, and I'm not proud of this, but my little brother and I were playing hide and seek, and I was like 15 years old. And I hid from him.
Paul? You ready, Paul?
And I will preface, it had nothing to do with my little brother.
That is an important preface.
I'm gonna go ahead and just make that known from A1 day one. But I hid in a really good hiding spot, because you can hide very well from a 5-year-old. If folks, you don't know that, you really can. And I just jacked off in the woods.
Yeah.
And I had my pants.
Woods jacking off outside is great.
It's something about, and you come on a leaf, and then you're like, and then you're like, this is natural.
Then you use a leaf to wipe the cum off the tip of your penis.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I
would be afraid I'd get some sort of thrush.
So you just throw the cum back in the pants?
I guess I'd probably, no, it would, Oh, you know what? I think maybe I was doing like a little bit of, when you get like dog shit on the bottom of your shoe and then you wipe it on grass. I think I transferred to my hand and then wiped my hand on the grass, because hand skin way more fortified than dick skin.
Okay.
Dick skin is very vulnerable, Paul, if you don't know that.
Lithic says, I'm not good enough at plant identification to use a leaf as a cum rag.
Yeah.
Neither am I.
Lithics, that is the savviest way to approach a forced jerk.
Taking risks.
You could be using poison ivy, folks. That we all learned about that as a kid.
Lithics also says, the first porn I found wasn't one boob. It was like 9 pixels.
Yeah, what is that? The 9 pixels? That would be like, it was there a, I don't know.
16-bit
I'm thinking 8-bit. So I'm just thinking about Princess Peach and Mario fucking, and like 8-bit. I bet there's something about that.
Oh God.
But is there? Wait,
I wish.
Wait, is there 8-bit porn? Because
show...
8-bit porn actually could maybe have legs.
Yeah.
That's maybe.
There's got to be, but there is some distressingly hyper surreal Mario porn out there, folks.
Is there?
There is one, a Futanari video
of
Futanari? Princess Peach with a penis.
Okay.
And you know the big block guys? The big block guys that come down and go, Hoo!
I think so.
Down?
Yeah. Oh, God, yes! Oh, my
Jeff,
God, no!
After this show, I'm going to show you.
They're all blue because they're sexually tensed up.
You're gonna need counsel. Like, you're going to have to take a week off of work after I show you this
God.
video. It is going to rock your world.
I want to see Kirby like inhaling a dick and then becoming a dick.
That's fair.
Just
you
child's
haven't
play,
gone
huh?
down. You're barking up a big tree right now.
Folks. Anyway, just really quick. Boar's Head, insects in the deli meat. More than 980 pounds of ham in a smokehouse hallway to be retained for investigation. I'm imagining it's an investigator that's just really fucking into ham.
Super hungry.
Yeah, and he's got a family to feed.
I feel like you can smoke ham and it lasts a while. It was in a smoke.
Small flying gnat-like insects were observed crawling on the walls.
When they say something like, it's like you're an investigator. Your job is the science behind this.
Other parts of the facility were also found to have bugs, including what looked like to be, quote, ants traveling down the road, as well a beetle and a cockroach. I'm starting to call bullshit on this investigation.
Yeah.
I think this is Oscar Mayer. Paying for this shit. And being like, Boar's Head's not as nice as you thought.
Yeah.
You love Boar's Head so much, there's literally one singular cockroach.
That is, corporate warfare is real.
Yeah. You guys eat Boar's Head and just
Boar's Head as much as you want.
Eat Boar's Head and build an immunity to bad things out there.
Eat a little bit every day.
Goddamn.
Just eat a little bit of Boar's Head every day.
Lithic said, of course there's 8-bit porn. Lithics, if you had your druthers, what would be...
we can show 8-bit porn on the show. Can you show 8-bit porn on the show?
Oh, we're going to figure it out. I'm going to type in 8-bit porn really quick.
We're not live.
Yeah, we're not doing it yet.
Wait, this is my... Oh, no, this is our account, right?
8-bit porn? Wait, it literally says safe? Oh, but that's from McAfee.
Okay.
I mean, okay, I'm just going to click it.
This is not my...
Oh, okay, well, that's just real porn. That's
a lot of real porn.
I see a lot of...
There's no 8-bit... Yeah, what is going on here? They lied. They lied. God. Look up 16-bit. Oh, there you go.
Is there you go. I mean, I don't think we can show that.
No, we can't. Yeah.
I'm not gonna take a risk.
Yeah,
but Lithics, you're right. It is out there. It is out there, and not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea?
Definitely not my cup of tea.
I like that.
See, if anything, I'd gravitate towards that. But again,
really? Not so much for me. That I like that a lot.
Well, folks, this is going to be actually the rest of the show because we're going to kind of dive in.
We're gonna do a different.
No, we're gonna get to one of our favorite new games here. It's Who Are You, folks? Of course, we tell you about the atrocities happening in the real world, but we also do a segment where we take AI generated images of people's faces and we let you know the backstories of these people. And the reason is, if you see these people in real life or look close to them, you know what to expect, and you can already have a substrate of knowledge to protect yourself or to leverage
self-defense
or figure out how to manipulate.
Use.
You're the winner here.
So here we go, folks.
All right,
we're
popping in. I want a new one though because I saw him. No, I want a new one.
He's a good one. Oh, this is a tough one.
Okay, so I feel like this is literally a. Okay, this could be two things. This could be one.
I know what he does.
A Russian or Ukrainian spy, one of the two. I don't know enough. I mean, that's not great. Or a failed Robert De Niro impersonator.
Okay.
He literally tried to be Robert De Niro.
I think I have you on both counts. I think I have on both counts.
You got something better?
This guy is like upper middle level corporate for a dog food company.
Okay, I could see that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I could definitely see that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He pivoted from like cybersecurity though.
Something, yeah.
Like he had some sort of nepotism at Purina. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna actually.
He's doing good for himself. Is he a bad man? I don't think so.
I think he doesn't care about quality control in dog food.
No,
that's his thing. Like people have people have kind of whistleblowed like, hey, I think there's some. I think I saw a cockroach, and he's like, okay.
Dogs would eat a cockroach.
Exactly, happily.
Yeah, dogs would eat a cockroach. I'm on his side.
Yeah, okay.
I'm on his side. I think he's maybe not the most careful dog food quality control supervisor, but
is he gay?
Secretly,
could he be gay? Secretly gay?
Maybe secretly, but not openly gay.
Yeah, because I definitely see straight, but there's something about
I think he's bi.
Yeah,
and I think he only does.
He did buy stuff when he was younger, but then
no. He still does it, but only with prostitutes.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I could see it.
But he's not like mean to him or anything.
Yeah. Also, maybe taxi cab driver that does stuff with prostitutes.
Oh,
you know,
I could see
taxi cab as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It could range anywhere from dog food to taxi cab, folks.
Yeah. Politics.
I could honestly, and not just because we're talking about I could see her working at the dog food.
Everyone today works at the dog food place. Everyone today.
No, she's the spokeswoman, and she actually does care. But she did make one compromising decision one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it cost her.
It cost her nothing, but just her own conscience.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem. Because the thing is, she's got 2 daughters and 1 son, and she wants to be a good role model. Her son's the baby. He's getting into a bunch of like.
What's the worst thing she's ever done?
Probably she did a financial. She did she wrote a bad check that she realized was bad, and then was like, well, let's just wait and see.
Okay. You don't think she hit someone?
No, I don't see that from her. Like in a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that. I could see what you're saying.
Yeah, no, there's too.
I think
eyes are too light.
Yeah,
she
there's like a white collar crime that she. And again,
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like the dog food thing.
Yeah.
She is.
That's the nice thing about working in dog food. The stakes are so low.
Absolutely.
You know, like people love dogs, but legally the stakes are so low. Like liability, like nobody's like, you have to pay us $4 million because you killed our dog.
100%.
It's like we're very upset and the internet hates you now, but like that's
when I was young,
get into dog food.
We should
and just fuck off with it.
We should. Lithic said that he was the CEO of Boar's Head. I mean, potentially, but she's like she would never work in Boar's Head. She's not cut out for that.
Too much.
She knows that it's a broken system. It's like a teacher trying to change the system by being a good teacher. You're just gonna get jaded. You're not gonna do anything.
The only way you can change anything, folks, I hope everybody
just have ungodly amounts of wealth.
Is just create a lot of wealth and then use money to change the way things work. That's it. That's the only. So if you're a good person,
and even at that point,
if you're a good person, you should fight really, really hard to get a lot of money, and it's counterintuitive. But it is your obligation. You gotta do it.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do it.
I was gonna say,
person, and I'm trying to get a lot of money. Somebody needs to counteract me.
I ate dog food once. Okay, twice actually.
Intentionally.
I eat dog food actually a lot. No, I was the Scooby in a 5-person costume for Scooby Doo, and I was drunk at a party, and I was like really getting into character. Actually. And I ate dog food out of a bag at a random house party, and I was like, "Hey, you guys, look!" And I committed to the bit, and I was thinking, this is just like a weird beefy cracker, like it's not.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, I didn't like it, but it was just like a oily, lardy, beefy cracker,
which honestly sounds kind of good. Like some lard.
That sounds like a young black kid's diss to a schoolyard. It's schoolyard foe. You oily, lard-headed, beefy cracker. You know what I mean?
Oh, cracker. Yeah.
He's like 11, and he's got fire. He's spitting that fire, but he doesn't swear yet because he was raised by church blacks.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something's there.
Absolutely.
There for sure. Okay, let's see here. God, I want everybody to be a spy, but that's so boring.
No, I mean, I could see intelligence with this guy, but he's not a spy.
He's like a diplomat.
He's like a
Everyone's old.
He's
as
like
fuck.
a handler. He's like a handler slash like he's someone in like maybe he's like mid upper CIA, FBI, some intelligence agency.
I feel like
he's not a spy.
Currently, he's on trial taking the fall. He's literally taking the fall right now. Yeah,
look at those eyes.
Where he's like, I'm just
there is
but
some nobility in him.
There's a tiny little bit where he's like, I'm not gonna crack, but this is absolutely cracked.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm not gonna crack, but this is cracked.
That's kind of his deal.
I like it. Ooh.
One more here. He's dead actually.
Oh.
He literally died. This is a memorial photo that
he died driving too fast, but he did something bad before he died, and it was like you know how like sometimes it takes like 3 years for like court to settle out. Like he was after he died, he was found guilty. He did.
Okay, I see.
He did.
So people had a hard time mourning his death because he ended up being found guilty.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, and can you imagine too? Like you mourn the death, and then you find out he's guilty. And then you're like, I got to take back my mourning somehow.
Yeah.
You got to go shit on his grave.
Absolutely.
Got to do something.
I feel like this is definitely an obituary picture that should have been a different picture.
I wish we could see the rest of it. I feel like he's on a boat actually.
You can there's AI that you can
expand.
You can expand.
Magic expand.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love seeing what that does. Canada's amazing.
Lithic said a 5-person costume for Scooby-Doo. How long was that dog? That's nice. That's a big horse. No, I just it was just me, you know.
You said 5-person costume.
Well, yeah, because the Scooby and the gang. I was Scooby, Fred, Shaggy,
I thought
Velma.
the exact same thing that Lithics did. I thought all of you were in one dog costume.
wait. And I thank you for agreeing that I'd be the head.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the mid. It's a human centipede fucking
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo. That's not good.
Scooby-Dooby-peed.
That's not good. Rudy Giuliani's
Human
accountant.
Scooby-peed.
Okay, now we're gonna do this one
Doobie-peed?
where we what we do is we do the best and worst.
This is the high-low. We're gonna do the high-low here, folks. Oh, and he just ruined literally everything.
I did not mean to do that.
Oh my god.
I did not mean to do that.
Oh my god.
God, it gets so hairy.
Oh
out here.
my god. This is. Here we go. Be careful.
Oh my gosh.
You be careful.
My gosh. Okay, this is what this person looks like, just so you can get some context here, good folks.
Okay,
TT, you want to give me your best or your worst first?
Oh, best, worst. These ones are all.
They're all not
good.
too bad. Yeah.
Can I actually get a refresh? Can I get a refresh?
You
here?
never ask for a refresh.
I never do, but this one's kind of bullshit.
I'll grant it.
Thank you.
I'll grant it. Okay, best and worst. I've already got my worst. And let's see here. Best.
Oh, God, worst is actually kind of harder than I thought in this one.
Well, I'll go first. Definitely him.
Yeah,
like without a question.
Yeah,
I feel like he did like not Jeffrey Dahmer level shit, but he.
Well, no, he's got a lot of power. He's like he's got money. He's got a lot.
I don't see money for him.
You don't see money
I don't see money for him. I think he literally works at like a New York deli.
Oh,
and
really?
And Boar's Head is the least of your worries when this guy's behind the counter.
I see. I think he's like the stepson.
I see no money for him.
I think he's like the stepson of like a Filipino like magnate.
Okay.
And he's got like an island. He's got like an island.
For sure.
And he does unspeakable things on that island.
I could see that. And he's really into like young Sheldon. You know, like he's got such a mean streak, but he also has a soft side. He likes young Sheldon.
Sure. I think top right might be the most attractive one we've gotten.
I mean,
what do you think?
That's not the game, but that's fine.
I just want to,
potentially,
I think it's worth noting.
Teeth a little yellow for me.
Teeth a little yellow. You know,
she kind of's got like a weird elf face going on.
What do my teeth do for you?
Not much.
Not much.
Not
folks.
much.
She's not the best.
Definitely not the best.
I think she is the most attractive.
Okay, so let's see here.
Okay, so
I'm gonna say him for my best.
Yeah, he's
I think he actually works to do good things in the world.
I was on the edge with him for my best or my worst.
Yeah, he literally does. He's one of those, when they're like, lab studies in mice conclude that insulin dependency actually increases in counts of whatever stimulating the fucking pineal gland. I don't know. I don't know about shit.
So we've got the same worst, and we kind of went into it together.
I think he's definitely the best. He does a lot of stuff with rats, and he's never been inappropriate to him once. Maybe one time it's questionable, but he felt
it's
really
really
bad.
hard to get inappropriate with rats, Jay.
Well,
I feel like it's
I've got some stories after we get off here.
I feel like it's really hard. Okay. Oh, and I've got to show you that. Don't let me forget to show you that porn.
The thing.
The peach and wampa block.
Is this show real, baby? This is as real as it gets.
This is as real as it gets. Ryan,
like
asleep.
Clifford the big red Trojan horse dog. That's good. I don't know what that's in context to, but I like that. I'm imagining though, like there's people literally. Okay, how about this? Because Clifford is huge. So, what about if he got worms? Would the worms also be huge?
You know, I think
that's my big. Worms are terrifying to me.
No, they wouldn't. Okay, and I've dealt with a lot of worms in my life. No, they wouldn't.
Worms are really scary.
They wouldn't. They're not like. There's a couple species of animals that are like goldfish, for example, are a weird one where they will just keep getting bigger. Like I don't know. Do you want we should figure out how big the biggest goldfish is ever because you're gonna be surprised.
I mean, yeah, no. If it's the goldfish will it will fit to its.
Yeah. Can we look up the biggest goldfish ever? Because I think we're all gonna be happily surprised by this, but I don't think worms.
I love the idea of it being
67
happy.
pounds 4 ounces. That's pretty.
I am happy. Wow. Okay,
that is a hog.
They did not They literally gave this goldfish HGH.
Dude, that is a hog of a goldfish.
I don't understand why this is legal. Wow.
Oh my god. It doesn't even look like a goldfish anymore.
It looks like an Asian senior citizen. And I don't even mean that in a racist way. I literally mean that in I'm marveling. I'm actually marveling.
I see what you're saying. I wonder if they get smarter as the bigger they get.
I love that his face is like, God, I love you, but I gotta kill you.
Oh my god, really?
He doesn't have to kill her, but he's going to.
But he's going to. You guys, killing fish is not
that
fun
cash money.
Either.
I don't like fishing. I know we're not doing take fives, but can I take a 5 really quick?
Yeah, take a 5, and then I might take a 5 on the same exact thing. So you guys
take a dimension 5.
The sound on that was not.
I don't think that fishing is cool to do. I don't think it's cool to do. If you're eating it, then what are you gonna do? We're all animals. We're all trying to keep our life going. We're trying to proliferate even. That's the exact same thing. But I think that fishing to do catch and release is just ridiculous. You're literally hurting the fish, traumatizing it. Forget if it has feelings or anything. You're literally tricking it, hurting it to a deep degree, changing its entire perspective of everything, and then throwing it back.
Its entire perspective. I mean, I don't know how much perspective fishes have.
I don't care. You're literally like a weird bully.
Yes, but
if you're gonna eat it. That's perfectly fine. I've got no issues. I've got no qualms. But if you're catching and releasing, find a better hobby. Why don't you just go out and do that to raccoons? Why don't
making the fish late for work? Oh,
that's nice. True. They got to go to school. No, but literally fishing. I'm sorry if you like fishing. You need to re-examine what you think is a good time.
Okay, because so what about? Are there any other so you have a huge problem with
It's just have a huge stupid. Problem with it's literally stupid and silly. Eat the fish.
Do you have
and
a
I'm not even like a tree hugging animal person, but I'm just
really not.
I'm
folks.
You're just literally being
monster.
I am.
Yeah.
But they're even worse. I look down upon these.
How do you feel about factory farming? Better than catch and release fishing?
Oh gosh, I mean, factory farming is rough because
tricky. This gets really tricky.
I want to eat a pepperoni pizza. That's what are we not gonna have? $5 little Caesars that we don't anymore.
We're looking at lab-grown
I used to be lab-grown meat boy when I was 25 because I listened to Joe Rogan and I was like, yeah, whatever Joe Rogan says, I also think that lab-grown meat will be exciting. But I'm like, no, I don't trust any fucking corporation to let alone slaughter the meat effectively and get it to me without a goddamn cyst that's been cut out. Okay, because there's cysts that get cut out, folks. And the lab-grown,
and then there's cysts that don't get cut out.
Literally,
that's the fun part.
The fish must be shocked.
Lith says, you haven't lived until you've tried some seal clubbing. And here's the thing about seal clubbing: they've got enough mass. And
seals are vermins, though.
Well,
Not vermin,
I've swam with seals a lot. I actually
what am I?
like seals.
Rodents. That's what I mean.
I actually like seals.
They're not rodents.
Amount.
They're not vermin. What am I talking about?
But okay, here's what I'm going to say. The thing about clubbing a fish to death is that
you've done it.
They're slimy, okay, and they're hard to hold down, and they're flopping like motherfuckers. They're flopping literally like their life depends on it. Because it does.
Yeah.
A seal,
they're literally a fish out of water.
You know, you get it once concussed in the head, and it's big. Its head staying in the same spot.
Absolutely.
You're going to hit the seal in the head, and you're going to keep hitting into the head until it quits moving.
Yeah.
But with a fish, you try and hit it, and you get a glancing blow, and you gash it, and then it's flipped over on the other side of the boat, and your dad is looking at you like you're just some fucking piece of shit because you can't just kill the fish.
Can I say?
And you start crying. You start crying, and you're crawling on your hands and knees with this seal club, and you hate your dad for making you kill the fish, and you hate the fish for making you look like a loser in front of your dad, and then you get it as hard as you can. You get your fingers in its gills, and you start.
You got blood splattering on your face,
but
with
it's
fish
still
goo.
flying all over the place, and you just can't get a good. There's no clean kills with clubbing a fish to death.
Right, absolutely.
I really respect it. I was on a fishing trip once, and I had a captain, and it actually scared the shit out of our entire family. We caught a blue marlin, and we were towing it along the side of the boat, and with no warning, before the thing. In the middle, right before, with no warning. Captain has a 45 caliber handgun in his hand and just fucking blasts this fish in the dome. Nobody knew he was going to fire a gun.
That's amazing.
Nobody knew he was going to fire a gun.
He was trying to establish dominance on the boat. He's like, if I make any particular requests, you better hop to it.
And for like 10 seconds, we were like, are we about to like actually all get killed? Because like we didn't really know what had happened.
Right.
But years later, and I was a pretty severe alcoholic for a while, so I had drank literally a half gallon of tequila in about 5 hours on a fishing boat.
God bless you. It's Mexico.
It was Mexico, Tequila Sunrise, and we had caught a blue marlin, and they didn't kill it. They just gaff hooked it like 17 times in the side, and it was still like. So I got a hold of a screwdriver, and I was gonna go try and stab it to death in the head, and they like grabbed me, and they took the screwdriver, and they were like, you know.
Yeah, you were trying to do the honorable thing
by
stabbing a living thing to death in the head.
Yeah.
How fucked up is that?
That's a bummer.
Really quick about fishing, just to kind of cap off my sentiment. I realized just right now, I think, and this is pretty much true. I mean, I'm being a little bit far-fetched right now, but I think that fishing, catch and release, is pretty much akin to cow tipping. Literally, and you just spit all over my face, and I'm happy. I'm happy that you did, because I know that I've made a point that somebody can understand what the point I'm trying to illustrate. You are literally an idiot. If you're just fishing to catch and release, what you're doing is cow tipping. You're literally just
cow tipping.
You're being a nuisance for no reason and hurting. You're hurting and being a nuisance for no reason. A fish,
I didn't know.
You're drawing blood with a fish. Cow tipping, maybe you're bruising a rib. Fishing might be worse than cow tipping. I might say it. Get a goddamn hobby or hate yourself like the rest of us.
That's true. They don't either.
Okay?
They don't. I actually might go fishing again.
Really?
For the first time in like 10 years.
I mean, I don't like fish, so I don't like this.
You like shrimp, right?
Fuck no.
What?
Shrimp is actually disgusting.
I'm
gonna
punch you in the mouth.
It's chewy and crunchy
like
at the
scallops?
same time. Fuck no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Get out of here.
I don't like any of that nasty shit that literally smells and tastes like the bottom of a garbage underwater. It's horrible. It's literally horrible, and I don't know what psyop made it so expensive in the market.
You're missing a gene.
Yeah, the gene that's not a goddamn heathen.
Oh my god!
I'm going upstairs.
I can handle you don't like fish. I can't.
I can get down with a nice trout or a cod.
I can't really handle that
salmon
you don't
that's
like
not
shrimp,
smoked.
But whatever. The fact that you don't like scallops makes me want to actually physically assault you. Have you ever had good scallops?
I've had it all. My dad was in the Navy. I was always near water. And it's always
Your dad couldn't even fix a saxophone. Okay, so your dad has no merit on.
Listen, Listen, it's all literally disgusting. I don't understand how anybody's like you. It's people that have a lineage that was always deprived of sodium in one way or another, and they're like, oh my god, oh, this is the lifeblood. Oh, this is so good.
I was the
so
funniest
refreshing.
thing. The funniest thing is that I was gonna say you must have been like a Plains Mexican.
Yeah, no,
you must
exactly.
have been like a Plains Mexican.
Yeah.
You're like barley, wheat, and cow meat.
Yeah, give me a tortilla chip.
Give me a tortilla
That's all I need.
chip. Yeah.
Put a little bit and don't put ceviche on it, or I will fuck your shit
You
up.
don't like ceviche either.
Absolutely not. It's literally raw, only cooked by juice. No, thank you. I don't want anything cooked by juice.
It's so good. It's so good.
No shit on the good folks
this
over
guy
at Welch's.
is missing out, folks.
Oh man. Well, okay. You want to get into our last little
Welcome
segment
to
here?
the next segment here, folks. This is Brother Battles.
We got Brother Battles here, where we take a very human experience and we try to get AI to write a song about it. Yeah. So mine that I've pulled up here. So folks, and this is kind of for the fellas.
Let us know how you like this too. I'd like to get some feedback from you guys. Let us know how you like this segment. How the sound comes through. Let us know how you like it.
Folks, when do you ever go to the bathroom and you're in the bathroom at like a dentist's office or like somewhere where like the stakes are higher? You're not at like a movie theater or somewhere where it's like a little more anonymous. You go to the bathroom in a high stakes situation and you see that it's kind of fucked up. Like there's pee on the toilet, or God forbid there's like a weird poop thing. I don't know. Like,
oh man, little bits of poop.
I've had a situation where I go in there's pee on the toilet. I clean the pee up because I don't want people to think it's me doing the peeing and leaving. Yeah. So I've got anxiety about people thinking, I'm a dirty, dirty boy, and this is what this song's about.
This is entirely inappropriate, but about 2 weeks ago, I had somebody over working, and their kid came over to help them work, and they asked if they could come in and use the bathroom, and I was like, yeah, totally sure. And about an hour and a half later, I went to go use the bathroom, and I had forgotten about that.
Yeah.
And I had somebody in my office working with me that day, and there was a single little piece of poop on the floor. And for about 10 minutes, I was like, I came back in the office, and I was like turning around, looking like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
No way.
Right.
And then I remembered
the child.
I remembered that the kid came in,
and they were so lucky that the kid came in as a red herring.
Oh my god, yeah, no, because otherwise I wouldn't have said anything. But like my value assessment of them would have dropped by like 17%.
Absolutely, I would just 17.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, poop happens.
Hey, accounting and sales don't have much to
management.
Do with, yeah, don't have much to do with
I think we're getting bad audio here. Is this right? Yeah. So, folks,
we gotta switch our drivers here.
We're gonna go ahead and switch our drivers.
We have to reset this
if we can, or we can just sing it.
We're gonna go full dark 30. We're gonna go full dark 30 here for a second.
Okay.
1 second. Mics are gonna cut for a second.
Mics are gonna cut.
Reach your calls, I can't. Delay. Open stall, and there I see a mess left staring back at me. Who's to blame?